Howdy, y'all. I'm Chris Goodman with UNT Dallas. This is my human service and the nonprofit sector project over the National Head Start Association. The Head Start Association is located at 1651 Prince Street, Alexandria, Virginia. The local chapter of Head Start that I chose is in my hometown of Ennis, Texas. G.W. Carver Early Childhood Center. It's at 600 East Martin Luther King Drive, Ennis, Texas. So, the history of the organization. I cannot begin to tell you about the National Head Start Association if I did not first introduce you to Head Start. So, Head Start began in 1965 as part of President Lyndon B. Johnson's Great Society campaign. Dr. Robert Cook and Dr. Edward Ziegler designed a comprehensive child development program intended to help communities meet the needs of disadvantaged preschool children. This launched as an 8-week program called Head Start, but soon evolved into a year-round program. So the history of National Head Start Association is from the very beginning. It was clear that advocacy would be the driving force behind any organization formed to support Head Start. Faced with the threat of potential closures of community action agencies, program directors formed the National Directors Association in 1974. Within a year's time, the Head Start Parent Association, Head Start Staff Association, and Head Start Friends Association developed. In 1990, the 4 affiliate associations merged to form the National Head Start Association. In doing so, they extended their mission to expand access to the Head Start model of support for the whole child, the whole family, and the community of every income eligible child. So the 4 associations are still representative today in their 12 board of directors. The geographic area and demographics served. This map shows the area that the Ennis Independent School District serves. Since G.W. Carver Early Childhood Center is part of the Ennis Independent School District, this is the area they serve. They serve the disadvantaged students of this district. Programs offered is the Whole Child, Whole Family Initiative. Head Start programs offer an ideal laboratory for the study of effective child development and learning. The Department of Health and Human Services funds extensive research every year that reinvigorates practices, ensuring that programs meet children's needs by creating a deep understanding of how they learn and what supports healthy development. Children enter Head Start with serious socioeconomic disadvantages that can hold them back for life, and hopefully they leave better off. Head Start supports families facing difficult circumstances and seeks to mitigate obstacles to learning in the early years. President Barack Obama, in his 2014 State of the Union address, called for more focused and dedicated work to ensure vulnerable children and families have access to high-quality care and education in their earliest years. In his fiscal year 2016 budget, he included a commitment to expand and strengthen child care and early education programs, specifically increasing the duration of Head Start to a full school day and year. So under their whole child, whole family programs, they offer early learning and development, health and wellness, family well being, and family engagement. Their advocacy programs. So, advocacy is a pillar of early childhood education. Head Start staff instinctively advocate for their students in the workplaces and in their communities. National Head Start Association's legislative and political advocacy advances the profession and the cause of our nation's youngest learners. NHSA's members and advocates work in every part of the preschool universe, from the classroom to providing support to new and expecting families at home to driving buses and more. The NHSA has affiliate organizations in every state and region of the nation. The the NHSA offers a federal to local funding model to get federal funds to communities that are in need. Some of the success stories. So this is Atia. This is from the National Head Start Association website. Atia is a former student of the Institute of Community Service, ICAS, Head Start, and the author of Mean Girls, A Bunch of Bullies, a powerful story about the impact of hurtful teasing, taunting, and aggressive behavior. Her former teacher, Mrs. Dorothy Gaston, is proud of her learning process and progress. During her year at Head Start, Atia exemplified good social skills with her peers, said Mrs. Gaston. Early learning is a must when it comes to helping students gain social skills early in life. It helps them to interact with others and not be a bully to get what you want. In her book, Atia imagines students being pushed around by others and not treated with kindness. She drew on the social skills she developed with Mrs. Gaston to write about how to stop bullying. It's amazing to see children at such a young age become advocates for their peers, and I'm glad she was given the opportunity to attend the Head Start program. And here is a story from Dennis.
Do you have any success stories from the or for the Head Start program?
I would say, as far as I guess, because one thing that we do is we create is what we call like a family goal with each family.
Yes, sir.
That we interview for the program. So I would say some of the success stories I've had. Actually, three moms from some of the families I've worked with. I've actually had three moms receive their college degrees.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
All right, volunteer and leadership. National Head Start Association has a nationwide orientation for volunteers, but according to Dennis, each site offers their own volunteer onboarding programs. Volunteers help organize events, often help out inside the classroom, and leadership within the National Head Start Association is broken into regions. Dennis told me there is a head office for North Texas in Richardson, where the district supervisor works. So here's an excerpt of my interview with Dennis where we discuss leadership structure.
Supervision does leadership have with the staff?
We have supervisors, and they're actually office at our headquarters in Richardson.
Okay.
At our Region 10 office in Richardson, Texas. So we have a supervisor that we report to.
Okay, perfect. And how does the organization support diversity, equity, and inclusion among leadership?
I would say that we're pretty diverse as far as still goes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would say all around, we're pretty diverse. And you said inclusion as well.
Yes, sir.
I would say there's a good support system where everyone's included, because what we do is we come together as a team and we have like what we call whole group meetings.
Yes, sir.
So they're kind of like our like staff or team meetings.
All right, very cool.
All right. And here are my sources. This is where I gathered all of the information. Special thanks to Dennis with G.W. Carver Elementary in Ennis, Texas, the Early Childhood Development Center. I will have a link to all of these sources in the description video. And thank you all so much for learning about the Head Start program with me.